I am very sure that Sambo, you're going to do just that. Thank you. Of course, the media will feed on it, and that's what they're doing, because what they're there to do is to feed on it in order to feed you, and that's what we're doing here on the breakfast show, to give you the breakfast that you need, so of course your day can be well organized. Thank you, Sambo. We're going to get back to you definitely, later in the course of the day, particularly when the court resumes. That will be by 10, so you can give us a lowdown on events as they're playing out over there at the CCT, where Justice Umar is holding sway. And the Senate President is due to appear today. After all, the rigmarole, had to go to the High Court, then to the appeal court, who said, go answer your charges. I'm sure you remember why you stopped. So I want us to continue from there, then we look at some other issues.
Well, as I was saying, anybody who must qualify to be the Senate President in this government of integrity mantra must be a man who Buhari must be comfortable with in terms of his personality profile and all of that. And I think the Senate President, even before he became the President of the Senate, has had a barrage of, accusations, allegations hanging on his neck. And I feel with the case of, with this case that has been instituted against him now, he has the opportunity. This is a golden opportunity for Saraki to come and prove it to Nigerians that he continues to deserve to be the Senate President of Nigeria. Because this government is all about integrity. It's all about changing things from the old order of the way Nigeria was being governed.
What do you mean by old order?
Yeah, the old order of anything goes. In the past, as I believe, the Court of Appeal in the past would have given that judgment yesterday in favor of the Senate President of Saraki. But this is a new order for the prevalence of the rule of law. Order and what is right for Nigeria. This is what Buhari promised Nigerians. So I would have, if the federal government had come out to say, oh, they wanted to intervene or interfere in this case. So I was happy when the presidency came out yesterday to say, no, the presidency is not going to interfere. Saraki is on his own. The judiciary is on its own, and what is right is what the judiciary is doing. You see, in the past, before now, it is the political system that was in charge of Nigeria, governing everything. And that was an aberration. Under normal circumstances, in a sane society, in a society where systems must work the way it's supposed to work, it is the judiciary that is supposed to be in control of everything. Every other arm or organ of government must be subjected to the control of the judiciary. But in the past, during the PDP days, frustrating days, it is the political system that was controlling the judiciary. But what Buhari has promised Nigerians is a reversal of the old order of the way Nigeria was being governed to the new one, where the right thing must now have to be done. And what is the right thing? The judiciary must be in control. The political system must take order, must be regulated, controlled and supervised by the judiciary. And that is why we must continue to deserve integrity even in our judiciary. With what has been playing out now, since this issue of Code of Conduct Bureau started with Saraki, is a proof that the new federal government has decided to let the judiciary in Nigeria
take its
be
place
in its right place.
How test a case will this be for the present government who fronted corruption, integrity,
Yes.
as his mantra? Yeah. How test a case will this be either towards getting them accepted, more accepted to the society that elected them into power, or distancing them from the society? How test a case will this be?
Yes, you see, it is in the Bible that when God wants to start his judgment on mankind, he is going to start from the house of God. And I think the Senate is one of the most relevant and prominent house of gods. No, sorry, houses of God in Nigeria. So, the test case is that this is the first time a man in the caliber of the Senate president in Nigeria would have to be invited to come and answer questions to some allegations bordering against, bordering on the integrity of his office. And this on its own is a test case. And a lot of Nigerians are watching. If the fight against corruption that Buhari promised Nigerians will actually be taken as seriously as Nigerians want it to be fought. Because, whether we like it or not, one of the best problems of Nigeria, one of the main problems of Nigeria is this corruption. Once Nigeria can be able to do something about this monster militating against the growth, development, and progress of Nigeria, corruption, Nigeria would definitely get it right.
All right.
And so, my brother, this is the right time for the government of Buhari to start proving it to Nigerians that he is indeed serious
about corruption,
about fighting corruption.
I'm afraid,
and it has started from
the third man
in
the country.
So he should prove it
in the pressing of
that he has integrity
the Senate President
to continue to hold office.
All right, thank you so much. I've been discussing with Rotariano Lukayo de Ezekiel Salako, the National Coordinator of Change Agents of Nigeria, short SCAN. Thank you for being on the program this morning.
What Saraki has been doing to Nigeria now is not the change we fought and voted for.
All right.
He should change in his ways.
Thank you.
Attitude matters.
Attitude matters.
Attitude matters.
That's your last word. Thank you very much. Next on the program, I'll just take a break, and when I get back, it probably will be time to look at what the papers are saying.